Hello, and in this video I'm just going to focus on vocabulary which is useful for a topic, and this topic is advertising. This is one of the current topics in IELTS speaking. You could get asked questions in part 1, 2 or 3 about this topic, so it's a very useful one to study. So first of all, people who buy things or use things are called consumers. People who advertise things are advertisers. Viewers are people who watch something, whether it's on a computer or on a TV. Your target audience is the audience that the company is targeting. What this means is if you are selling a toy for a child, the target audience would be children, so the adverts would be shown during TV programs for children, for example. When we have an advert, you advertise on something, so advertise on TV, advertise on the radio, advertise on the internet, but advertise in a magazine or advertise in a newspaper. There are different ways of using the word advert. You've got an ad, advert and advertisement. Try to use all three words to show that you know all of these words. What adverts often do is brainwash us. Brainwash means make us believe something, so tell us that a particular shampoo is the best you've ever used and your hair will be transformed into beautiful, soft, silky hair. This is a form of brainwashing, making you believe something. You can buy something impulsively or have an impulse buy because you've seen an advert. So you've seen an advert and then you go and buy it, and you don't really want that product, but you bought it because of the advert. And so we say it's an impulse buy, or you've bought it impulsively. Where adverts can be seen is on billboards. These are huge notices on the sides of buildings. Also, you've got pop-up ads and clickbait. These are very complex words and quite new words in our vocabulary. When you are on the internet, on a website, sometimes an advert pops up, and this is called a pop-up ad. It's trying to attract you. The other type of advert, which I find incredibly annoying, is called clickbait. It will be something on a website and it be saying something like, oh, do you want amazing hair, or do you want to lose 30 pounds in the next 7 days? So you click on it and you find it's just an advert. This is called clickbait. Targeted ads are what are done on social media, for example, Facebook. The computer program tracks what you are doing, and then ads can be targeted to you. So if you've been researching IELTS, for example, then you'll get lots of ads from IELTS courses or IELTS website. Direct mail advertising is where a company sends you a letter. Not many companies do it nowadays, but it is still done, and we often call this junk mail as well. Commercial breaks, these are what appear in a TV programme. So for example, in the UK, in a 30-minute programme, there will be one commercial break. When I was living in Australia, a 30-minute TV programme had 7 commercial breaks, so it can vary from country to country. Spam emails are what we get hundreds, thousands of every day that appear in our inbox or in our junk mail. They are emails sent by companies trying to get you to buy something. Cold calling, this is when somebody telephones you or knocks on your door trying to get you to buy something and you haven't shown an interest in the product, they've just contacted you. And finally, The best form of advertising, in my opinion, is word of mouth. So if I buy a product and I think it's fantastic, and then I tell my friend about it, this is called word of mouth advertising, and it's often more successful than any other types of advertising. So let's take a look at some collocations. IELTS examiners love collocations. It makes you stand out, it makes you better than other IELTS candidates, and adds to your lexical resource band score. These are words that go together, words that we use in English. So for example, the power of advertising. This means adverts are very powerful and can make you want to buy things that you don't necessarily need or want. We are bombarded with these adverts. We are seeing adverts everywhere on the internet, on the computer, in newspapers, in magazines. Celebrity endorsement is when a celebrity uses a particular product. They might put a picture of it on social media, on Instagram, and it's advertising the product, and because Beyonce or Ed Sheeran uses a particular product, you think, if they use it, then it's good enough for me. So it's a great way to sell a product, and it's what a lot of companies do. Product placement is when a product appears in a TV program or movie. So you see a character in the program or movie drinking a can of Coke, for example, and it is advertising Coke, and that's called product placement. Brand loyalty is what companies want. They want you to buy their products over and over again. So you buy a particular product because you believe in that brand, you think it's a good brand. And the advertising budget is how much money a company has to spend on advertising. So companies like Coca-Cola or Microsoft will have huge advertising budgets compared to smaller companies. Try and learn all of these words. They're really useful for IELTS writing and speaking for this topic, advertising.